What's up, family? Welcome back to the Stop Sinking Show, where we go from struggle to flow. This is not going to be a popular opinion. It might be inflammatory and extreme to some of you. I don't care. This is how I choose to see the world. And if you don't subscribe to the core message in what I'm saying here, I will probably find it difficult to respect you as a man. Because if you don't respect yourself, if you don't expect from yourself, then what can I give you that you are not already robbing yourself of? I'll tell you like it is. Real men are martyrs. And I don't mean this in the romantic sense of the word. And I certainly don't mean it for those who have deemed martyrs for violent causes that negatively affect other people. That's just a disguised version of a weak man. What I mean, to be completely clear, is a real man signs up for the thankless, sacrificial burdens to carry and does it like it is his duty on this planet and the purpose of his life. Because to a real man, there is nothing else worth living for. And everything else that's coming up in your brain right now that services all your individualistic needs, all that selfish shit, live for you, protect your energy stuff, all that new agey prescriptions on what to dedicate your life to, all of that is why we have a generation of depressed, resigned men. Because you have foregone the most meaningful and the most difficult things to live for. All the things that have nothing to do with benefiting you. Any little plans do not have the magic to stir men's blood. You need something grand to lay your entire life at the feet of. And now, to be clear, I do not intend to glorify this way of being. And for those who really feel me when I am saying this, or have dedicated your life as such, I sympathize with you. For everyone else, as much as I want this for you, I do not wish it upon you. It is not exactly something you would wish your loved one to go through. It has to be self-chosen, something you must choose to carry yourself. It isn't something that can be imposed upon you by the world or by anyone outside of you, or there's something else at play, and you are going to end up resentful. All sacrifices must be self-assigned. And if you feel the need to sacrifice for other reasons outside of yourself, you have some other work to do. Like maybe you're people-pleasing. Maybe you want approval. Or maybe there is something much more hollow and unsustainable than when you willingly take on something outside of you to dedicate your entire life to. Your devotion is shallow if it is an effort to appease. Still though, it is a bitter, sweet fortune to a man to feel this in his bones. And by no means do I mean that you sacrifice yourself to appease the idea of sacrifice as a virtue and live an entire life in service to others or service to a cause as a virtue. Again, you get no prizes for this. There are no awards, no thank yous owed to you. It isn't why you do it. And so then, it also doesn't make sense to do it unless you have invested enough in yourself to be able to do it from a place where the giving of you is an asset to what it is being given to. You first have to have a self-worth sacrificing to build your self-worth. That means you build yourself into a formidable entity. You are a nation. You are an entire nation state. You are a sovereign being with immense power. And you must build yourself up, your mindset, your character, your behaviors. You have to be pushing to develop yourself into the edges of your capacity. Only once you have empowered yourself with your own unique offering, and only once you discover, actualize, and then harness that power are you someone worth any sacrifice. But once you have done that, and you feel it within your heart that you have a lot to give, leave nothing left in you. We are not here as men to seek comfort, to sleep in our silk sheets and come home to our picket fences. That is a fantasy. And the evidence of that failed fantasy is the world falling apart in front of you. We are here to be unrelenting, uncomplaining, unapologetic, and in the front lines to fall on the sword for our principles, to have a cause worth dying for. Or else, what are you living for? I love you, family. Stay true always. I see you on the next show.